course, you know me too well because I am always prepared to talk about all of the
そしたら、
amazing prizes that
次
we
のゲー
have.
ム
Doom
つな
Eternal
ぎま
started
す
an
ので、引き続
entirely
きお
new
待ちく
prize
だ
block,
さい。
so we have a ton of great prizes for you all to win by donating. And all you need to do is make sure you get at least the minimum donation amount for each of these prizes in before the end of Return to Castle Wolfenstein a little bit later tonight. But get those donations in even sooner because, like Prolix mentioned, if we hit $1 million by the time that Pokemon is over, we will have that bonus Halo 2 run in the marathon. And trust me, you want to see that. Mr. Monopoly is going to do some absolutely absurd things in that run. Let's kick it off with this beautiful Pokeball Amigurumi sent to us by Ashley Brim. I love this. It's, a hand-knitted Pokeball around a very strong, durable core. So, I mean, you can really kind of toss this around, play with it. It is a fun prize to have, and it's only a $5 minimum donation. So make sure to get your donations in for this lovely Pokeball. Now, from Prince of Spirits, we have these absolutely adorable Snom pins. We've got 3 different Snoms featuring the regular Snom as well as some alternate colors for it. It's absolutely adorable. Snom is
ちょっと待って、雪はみめっちゃ可愛い。欲しいな。
Everyone should love Snom. It's a $15 donation until the end of Castle Wolfenstein, but get those donations in now. Remember, you don't have to specifically donate for that bonus game. It's just going to happen when we reach $1 million in total.
はい、次のゲームは Doom Eternal Ancient Gods 2 DLC 3月に発売されたばかりのものらしいですね。
That the Pokemon runners are going to be picking up in that black and white race coming up a little bit later. Let me tell you right now, I believe that currently the Zekrom is named Kizaron. And I think that's only by about $150 or so. Just saying, if anyone had some money they wanted to throw around, just putting that out there. If not, hey, don't worry about it because there's some more great prizes.
今プライズの紹介をして、
we have a beautiful set.
二重丸も可愛いですね。
I'm gonna, attempt to do their
この後ね、ブラックホワイトもございますが、この子のボタンはあるんでしょうか。
You of course get Oshawott, which I believe goes something like Oshawott.
ポッチャマではありませんね。
The Tepig. Everyone loves Tepig. Tepig, Tepig. And of course,
可愛いですね。
you get Vulagen. Hey, I'm Vulagen. Welcome to the marathon.
いいですね。ノーバーっていうのが、一種地方の英語名だったかな。
Absolutely beautiful set of Pokemon. $15
Starter
donation of 3. Make sure to get those donations.
いいな。あと、ビーズアートのレベルがとても高いですよね。
Please, somebody help me figure this out. We have this absolutely lovely Pokemon Encyclopedia artwork. So this is an Ash and a Pikachu sprite from like the Gen 1 games, kind of printed, painted, whatever you want to say, on top of an old encyclopedia page. And I love the effect it has. It's so weird, but at the same time, it's so striking. Maybe it's a metaphor for how important Pokemon has become, in our collective culture.
もちろん今の
Maybe it's just a cool piece
最
of
新
art.
作
Either
の
way, it's a
映像綺麗
$15
なの
minimum
もいいです
donation.
け
Thank
ど
you so much, Iggy Zig, for sending it out to us. Make sure to get those donations in and to get them in soon. Everyone, there are so many amazing prizes we have. Now, as you might have heard, we are setting up for the second Doom DLC run, which means that Doom is not done. And we cannot let that stand, because if you are the Doom Slayer, you must rip and tear until it is done. That is what it's all about. As you can see in this beautiful Mark of the Doomslayer cross stitch here, you have the Mark of the Doomslayer. Little hard to see, but in tiny text below it, it does say "Rip and Tear" until it is done. It's a $15 minimum donation. It was sent to us out by Cerber Puppy. Thank you so much, Cerber Puppy. Cerber Puppy, by the way, S tier pet in Final Fantasy. Not quite good as a Marauder Otter. Not quite good as the Doomslayer, but definitely up there. Thank you so much. Make sure to get this. By the way, the frame itself of this hoop is painted black. It's got a really, really striking image to it. I absolutely love it. So cool. Make sure to get those donations in. We have so many amazing prizes, like this Evolution painting. You got, of course, the sleeping Eevee, and then all of the Evolutions surrounding it. It is wonderful. It's a $20 minimum donation from Carolyn Brown. Thank you so much, Carolyn, for sending this in and painting it. Come on, which Eevee is your favorite?
いいですね。
Personally,
V
I'm
ズ
all about
ね。
Glaceon. Glaceon is my favorite. I mean, there's not a dragon type Eevee yet. I think that'd be my favorite. But until then, all about the ice types, all about the Glaceon. Let us know, and more importantly, get a $20 minimum donation.
皆さんは誰が好きですかっていう明らかな燃料源を投下してみましょうか。ああ、カラカラいいなー。やめなさい。やめなさい。恥ずかしがり屋なんだから。お母さんの骨を取ってあげないで。やめなさい。
And one of the coolest little features I've seen, the bone helmet that the Cubone wears is actually just removable. You can slide that right back on, and hey, now it's a Cubone again. It's absolutely adorable, super huggable plush. Huge shout outs to Trevor for sending it out to us. It looks great. Now, from Pincushion Cat Plushies, we have a trio of absolutely amazing prizes. For a minimum $10 donation, we have a pair of Ditto plushies. They're available in Ditto's default color, as well as a shiny Ditto color. We also have an absolutely beautiful Eevee plush, as well as a Sylveon plush. Unfortunately, don't have them here right now. Had a little bit of trouble with UPS getting them out here, but you should definitely go over to gamesdonequick.com. Check out the tracker. Check out the prizes link. It's somewhere up here, and you can see great pictures of all of them. The Sylveon and the Eevee are they just look so soft and adorable. Eevee in particular has a big floofy mane that I absolutely love. We had the Ditto plushes at a previous event. I think the last event we had in person. And my boss Subichu actually saw them.
いや、まあね、ポケモン配信やってる人大体そうだと思うんですけど、グローバルリンクとかは今時期オンライン交換とかで英名のポケモンとか出てきたり、あとはなんだ、ネット対戦してるとね、ちょこちょこ出てくるので、大体ポケモンを結構やってる人、有名どころ、メジャーどころは知ってるんじゃないかな。ガーチョンプの話はね、もう、それこそ、この後のブラックホワイトとかの時期は、トップメタだったわけですから、ガーチョンプ知らない人は対戦やってる人にはいなかったと思いますけど。
As well as right behind my head, we have this absolutely amazing SkyTech Gaming Mark 9 PC. This thing is an absolute beast. It's got a 3070 Ti graphics card. It's got everything you could want. And if you'll notice, you haven't been hearing it running. This thing has been running silently all day. It's absolutely amazing. $250 cumulatively gets you entered into both of those amazing grand prizes. And as always, if you're ever curious about any upcoming prize in the event, you can head over to gamesdonequick.com. Check out the tracker. It's going to tell you about all of the important information. The upcoming speedruns we have, like more Doom. What more could you want than more Doom? Or Pokemon? Or Halo? There's so many great games. Don't go anywhere tonight. You want to check them all out. Upcoming incentives, like what that Zekrom is still named. Hopefully it's still Keyzeron. I'm just saying, maybe. And of course, all of the amazing upcoming prizes that you can win by donating to the marathon. I think we are just about ready to get back with that second DLC. So Prolix,
$150. なるほど。順調にね、寄付額も増えていってますね。さっきの雪はみが出てくる前の話もちょろっと聞いてましたけど、ボーナスゲームって入っていたデイリーリキャップの後の Halo 2が正式に採用されたっていうことでしたね。もうちょっとか。ボーナスゲーム Halo 2マイルストーン 83% なので、あと17万ドル。なんか自分で言って笑っちゃったけれど、すごい額まだ残ってるけれど、これ 83% 下ってるってことは、
I said I would donate $1 for each like I received on my birthday tweet. I got way more than I could reasonably give, so here's what I can spare. Much love to everyone that makes GDQ as special as it is. I've never been a part of anything cooler. Thank you, KZ Fruit.
開始までもうしばらくお時間ありますかね。
And now, again, it is time for our next run. I know you're excited, so am I. Let's return it to Bloodshot 9001 for Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods 2.
始まりました
Hello.
ね。
Good to be back after such a long time.
Hello.
I am Bloodshot. This is my couch. Brian Otto, who used to run this game. Drake Foss, who is a top-tier router, and Zai, who is probably the best UN runner of Doom Eternal. And joining me for this part
改めて
is
Doom
my cat,
Eternal
Ezio.
Ancient Gods 2
He decided to stop by
始まり
this
ま
time.
す。
So, quicker summary. This is going
奏
to
者は
be
引
quote
き
unquote
続き
newbie
先ほど
plus
と
fight
同じ Bloodshot
playthrough because the DLC starts with everything you had in the base game.
1901さんか
So
な
a lot of tricks are going to happen real quick, and we'll try our best to explain them.
If you missed the first part, we do a lot of explanations there. So the first part was the Ancient Gods Part 1.
All right. I will count it down in a bit.
先ほどフリーズしてしまったということなので、ちょっと何かしら起動の確認した感じでしょうかね。
Countdown in 3, 2, 1, go.
さあ、Good
We're going to
luck.
start off with a little bit of a yeet. We're going to do it off some of these dudes.
This environment is excellent.
さあ、
Wow.
自然の中へ早速飛び出していきまし
So a lot of
た。
stuff's going to happen in this next room. I'm actually going to grab a safety checkpoint already because there's a very weird trick here.
So what's supposed to happen?
Ah,
What's supposed to happen in
敵出てきまし
this
たね、
area is that we do this
早速ね。
fight. That wall over there in the back with the red-orange wall or red-orange demonic wall is supposed to
最
open
初
up.
と
And
い
then
う
we do some
こ
other
と
stuff
は、
instead. We're going to skip that. And we're going to try and get this trick. Let's see if it works.
装置が整ってるんでし
I
ょう
will
か。
let you know if it worked, and then we'll explain it. It worked.
Hey.
So normally, what you're supposed to do is
ミートフックに敵以外で引っ掛けられるオブジェクトが追加されています。おおほうほうほう。という
and
ことは
when you
敵がい
do,
な
the
いと
game
ころでも
lets
移動
you
性能が 向上してる
the
感
game
じ
is
です
going
か
to let you. Sorry.
Let me explain it.
Take your time. I have 4 HP, by the
なんか吹っ
way.
飛ん
Yeah.
でます
So
DLC はフル装備。
we
あ、
were
なるほ
supposed
ど
to
な
do
る
a
ほど。あ
fight
りが
and
とうご
then
ざいます。
lead one of those dogs. Like if you watch the Ancient Gods Part 1, you saw... There it is.
Sorry.
If you saw the Ancient Gods Part 1, you saw that a dog jumped into a torch in one of those fights in the Blood Swamps.
という夢を見た
We're
んだ。
basically going to do the same thing here, except this time we just skipped the entire thing. You saw no dog jump into any torch and start the fight. That's because we used the Hell Knight, the frozen Hell Knight that he chopped in half with the Destroyer Blade.
最初の最初で
to
はな
start the
く、
fight instead.
若干
We don't
進んだところがチ
exactly
ェック
know
ポイントだ
why
ったよう
that
ですね。
happens, but our best theory is that like the way they coded is that any body part of any demon, if it falls into the torch, then the fight will start. And we're just using a Hell Knight instead. There's some problems with that theory, but it's not really important, and hopefully it works again.
Wow. That is.
It's hilarious.
so
I
weird.
love
Ancient
this.
so
Gods
weird, dude.
2
That's my
No
favorite
Major
trick.
Glitches かっ
Probably all
こ
the
ナイ
DLCs.
トメアってことはこれ
Yeah, so silly. It's
I mean,
great.
it was
あれ
not
ですよね
consistent
難易
before
度
this, but I
最
recently found a
高レベ
consistent
ルのや
setup.
つみたいな
Yeah,
感じ
I
で
think
す
you
ね
found the consistent setup like
とどめ攻撃で回復が出ますそれは大事だ
we knew about it for a while. Somebody found it
それは
accidentally.
大事だ
Oh,
あいいえ
that, that pick
Why are
is
you-
scary
ちょっ
with the
と
buff.
待って
something.
普通に難しいだけです
Don't do that if you're
待て
trying to
待て
beat
待
this
て待て
game
その上がある
safely in Ultra Nightmare. Don't go for blood punches
there we
on
go.
pinkies.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Because it's not just the totem buff that's up right now, it's also the screecher buff, and those two
Yeah.
together will annihilate you in a second.
What is the Screecher buff?
Oh,
Oh, by
we
the
can't
way,
explain that yet. We'll
Sorry.
hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Because
Ah,
the
bukurai.
first fight is still up, we're actually about to meet a new enemy. For some reason, there's a kill box there that only despawns after the first fight is done, even though you're not supposed to like skip any of this stuff.
コンティニューできないのがしかも一つじゃなくて二つあるの
So what we're gonna do here is a kind of a clip
Uh-huh.
where we're gonna grab the monkey bar from behind an invisible wall. There's an invisible
はい
wall. right
新
there.
しい敵です
Yeah.
No, he didn't mean it.
It's a clip. It's a monkey bar clip. This is the only instance that we've ever found where you can do a monkey bar clip.
なる
There
ほ
are
ど、な
other
るほ
types
ど。
of clips in this game to go out of bounds, but they're illegal in this category.
で
But that
もあ
one's
とは
legal.
シ
It's
ス
the
テ
only
ム面
instance, and
で
it's a
ど
minor
れだ
time
け
save.
絞り
So
取る
that
か
was
っ
like
て
an
いう感じ
inbounds
の
flip
難
or
易度な
something
わけ
like
です
that.
ね。
Or-
Yes.
Interesting.
Basically, we're like
Interesting.
grabbing the monkey bar with a weird hitbox. That's why he looked down while he was grabbing the monkey bar. The hitbox just kind of works out that you can grab the monkey bar through the wall, through the invisible wall. And then he flies deeper into the building to hit a trigger to
あり
despawn.
がとうございます。
Okay.
So here we're supposed to go somewhere else.
あ
and
か
do
ら
some
さまに
platforming. I
怪
don't
しい
like
球
that.
が
So
弱点
instead,
で
just jump on this
壊す
wall.
と
This is
アー
just
マーを
as
剥がし
easy
て
as
ダメージを
well.
与えられるようになる。
As you do.
なるほど、ありが
And
とう
the
ござい
funny
ま
thing
す。
is, like, there's a fight, like a trapped fight there, that spawns an invisible wall, and then the invisible wall also despawns anyway. So, like, they only lock you in there for the fight. Everything else is
Yeah.
kind of free game there.
Oh,
So actually, I think.
Hey, doggo.
So I actually think we have time for a couple donations.
なんか、キーリが立ち込めてきましたね。フィールドに入った感じか
Bloodshot,
な。
how much money to pet the cat?
Any amount will do.
Donate for Bloodshot to pet the cat.
Absolutely.
床が紫になってると、
Fantastic question.
RPG
Here's
脳
a
としてはダメージ
$250
受けそうです
donation
けど、
from Zai
こ
Loves
れは単なる
Bloodshot 9001.
最低的な
Is
と
it
ころなの
true?
で、
Is it true?
それとも何かしら効果があるの
I do. Thank you. And, $200 here from Bowser. I may be a bit biased, but always love seeing Doom at
あーまあ
GDQ.
時間
Good
で
luck,
復活
Bloodshot, and let's get that Halo
急がん
2
とい
run.
けないやつですか
Big
ね、
love to
じゃあ。
Bowser.
Bowser's
What a
legend.
big love to Bowser.
あーお仕事頑張ってください。
Yeah.
All right. $250 here from Kovac. So great to see these Doom Eternal runs with commentary. There's a ton of nuance in the advanced tech, and it's a
山に使っ
fantastic
ていると
game
ジャン
that
プで
lets
きない、
skilled
ダッシ
players
ュで
like
きない、
Bloodshot
足が
show
遅くなる。
off.
お
Smiley
ほ
face. Good luck in tag 2.
避けづらくなるってなる
Kovac
と、
really
そ
cool. We
れ
actually
だ
made
け
an
ね、
overlay
ダ
that
メージ
shows
も
all
受
of
けやすくな
our
るだろうから、
inputs as we do.
なるべ
it.
く
That's
近
a
接
really
した
cool
くない
thing.
やつですね、
Oh,
これは。
So he just
that's
picked up
Kovac.
the.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you can go.
So he just picked up the Sentinel Hammer, which is a new weapon in this DLC. When you use it, it stuns enemies and it drops ammo. So if you see him just fly into the air and hammer time on the ground, that's what that is. That's what he just picked up.
I'm excited.
Also, shout outs to Bowser. I don't think we've mentioned Bowser that much in this broadcast yet, but he's
We
one
don't
of
need to. I'm just kidding.
he's probably one of the most important people in our community, and shout outs to him for chiming in. He's done so much from even
done-
spreadsheets, my friends. Spreadsheets
I
from
got-
Bowser.
As much as it hurts, he is the best player. in
I would
Doom.
agree with that. Yeah.
It's so cool because I've known Bowser for like 7 or 8 years just through a mutual friend. One of my good friends, Monkey Glance, who's another Twitch streamer. I just met him in his chat, and so like I did like a double take when I saw that he was becoming
青い
like
霊
the-
体
one
み
of the
たい
best
な
Doom
のは
players in the whole
チー
world.
ム
I
で
was
し
like,
か
"That
倒せま
Bowser?"
せん。
I was like, I know
い
that
や
guy.
ー
So yeah, shout outs to Bowser. He's really swell dude.
Yeah, he has multiple records in a lot of games. Like he's quite the legend.
So right there we did a skip. We skipped meeting a new enemy. We're about to do another one. It's a little bit.
He found this skip right here.
Yeah, Bowser found this swaggy little skip here.
Yes.
Yes. I love it so
Oh, yes.
much.
That is
Hey, buddy.
definitely swaggy for
Hey
sure.
buddy, how you doing? How you doing, buddy?
一般通貨猫ちゃ
Oh
んです
yeah,
ね。
that's right. That's fine. You're okay, Ezio.
Patronizing them. Stop.
こういうのもね、
All
や
right,
っ
so
ぱり
here we're gonna have to.
カメラを
If you
標準
did
搭
not catch the
載に
last
している
run,
イベン
because
ト
we're skipping so
な
much
らで
crap,
はというところありますよ
there's
ね。
a enemy spawn limit of
特
like
に
32
ステイ
or
ホーム
33,
の
and we're just
今のご時
reloading
世だ
to
と、より
circumvent that.
お住まいの雰囲気
It
が
takes
伝
a
わ
little
っ
bit
て
of time,
き
but
て、
that's fine.
これも面白い。
Also,
It takes
just
a little bit of time, but like you're gonna see something like 10 to 20 enemies in the next arena alone, and if spawn limits are happening, only 3 to 4 will spawn at a time. So this is much faster.
Also, just to touch on something that just happened before he entered this snowy mountain area, he did a skip.
さあ、ロード画
That
面
was
が入っ
just
たとい
another
うこ
fight
とは、
trigger
ス
skip.
テ
He
ー
just
ジ
flew
移動
over
で
the
すか
trigger.
ね。
Did with a dash boost to skip that area. Oopsie.
雪山でしょうか、今度は。
So I think we have
I noticed-
time for. Sorry, go ahead, Bri.
No, you're good. You're good.
I think we have time for 2 donations. I think.
You got it. Well, I am a sucker for reading anything on air that might raise more money for charity. So here's Jayco with $25. 5 tickets for the Halo 2 train. If this makes it live, I'll add 15 more. Choo choo. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. And then Arrow with $25 as well. This Doom Eternal DLC run is insane. Rip and tear. Thanks to the staff and good luck to all the runners.
So another skip with Bowser's footprint on it.
Oh, this
Inbeki
is
hammer.
probably one of the coolest ones of the
Here we go.
So,
FPS でハンマーなんてあるんです
so we need
ね。
to get a precise dash boost. So we try to do it
ゲー
with
ジを貯めて使うことができる。で、使った時
It's
に
not
は
for. It's not to
単位を
increase the
か
height.
け
It's
る
actually
んだ。
just to time it. We want to dash right as we touch the ramp.
Whoa.
and this
Oh,
should be
飛びま
fine.
した今。
Hold on, wait.
Now,
Close. That was so close.
Wow.
Might have to
Okay.
reload.
こういう
I
もんです
might
か
need to reload. So we could probably do a few more donations.
What a
なん
setup.
かしましたよね。
All right, here is $25 from a Funkmaster Dunk. Doom Eternal is the best game. MSF is the best cause. Watching one while supporting the other is the best thing to do.
あんな星か
And
な
Green Mario here with a $50 donation. A haiku. Doom is eternal, as is a big friendly gun, raising heck in heck. Thank you, Green Mario.
はい、クー。
$25 from Big People School. Rip and tear, but for charity this time.
日本の俳句と違ってね、英語の俳句ってどういう風な、
Escalation, Skippy. Oh heck.
なんだろう、ルールというか、
This Canadian came out.
There we go.
五七五とかではないわけですよね。
I would
So that
imagine that is as hard as
skips,
it looks.
It's pretty. That's the easy version.
俳句を読めって言ってたのか面白い
You can
な。
actually do that without the hammer.
すごい
Yeah,
コメ
Mr.
ント。
Bowser found how to do it without the hammer, I believe, and then somebody else decided no, that's too hard.
あ、いけましたね。
which It was too hard. Oh, this is gonna be annoying.
これは悪ですね。
So he's actually standing in specific spots there, once again to manipulate the blood
あ、
makers. into
単語なん
attacking.
ですね。なるほ
So
ど。
unfortunately, this wall that Prowler is behind is one of the rare walls in the game that actually
日本だと
that actually
音
like
節ですか
absorbs
ら
bullets.
ね。
Oh.
やっぱちょっと雰囲気変わりますよ
No, you can
ね。
blood punch them.
この五七五っていう
By
の
the way,
があっ
there's a
てね。
giant tentacle in this video game.
This is just like Half-Life. You weren't kidding.
Shout out to Half-Life players. You'll be right at home, fellas. Come on by.
Parents hopping right out of the waterfall.
ELC のスレイヤーはフルパワーアップ状態なので、
So upcoming
演
is
出
a
スキル以
another
外
trick
の方法
inspired
で
by
強化
Earth's
パン
War
チ
that is a
の
result
ゲー
of
ジ
the
を
weapon
貯める
switching
ことができます。
uh,
おー、なるほど。
discoveries by
Renaissance.
yeah by Brio and Siler.
This
So here
is
it goes.
probably the hardest trick, so give me like
Yeah.
a second.
Oh. Okay,
So
we
it's
need
good.
silence for this one.
So he's gonna set up a dash boost here, and then he's gonna complement it with something else. Here we go.
Oh, wait.
音節でした？
I think I can
あ、
get
そっか。
this.
What?
Yes.
Sweating. I'm sweating.
Bloodshot?
Yes.
Maybe. Maybe.
Oh my god!
あー、いや、ありましたね、この
That is
人。
called pause boosting.
いや
Also almost
ー、
done.
あ
So what happens is if you shoot the Arbalist or the Destroyer Blade and then pause the game and then swap weapon mods and then exit the game, the game
見事に。
will automatically shoot a normal ballista shot for you repeatedly for up to like 7 or 8 shots. So you can combine that with dash boosts and jumps to get ridiculous height. And so we do that to skip a lot of weird platforming that we were supposed to do but didn't want to do.
I feel like this is a
ー、さあ、ま
flashback
た
to last
雰囲
year,
気
but
が
my
変わ
mouth
っ
is
て
just
ス
a
テー
game.
ジ移動し
And
ま
the
した。
funny thing about that is you can do
今度は
that without the you can do that
荒廃
without
し
the
た
hammer,
街っ
and
ていう
it's
感じ
not a
か
big
な。
deal if you do it with the hammer, because like we don't actually need the hammer for
Yeah, I don't know how that was like improv by the way they hammer. Like he normally nails it. Like if he gets the dash boost and the pause boost timing, he normally nails it. He didn't get it that time, and then I thought the trick was gonna fail, and then he busts out the hammer. I'm like, oh, he's the god
That
gamer
was
for a reason.
pixel. That was so
How much?
close.
How much time does that save?
Also, by
Oh,
the way,
by the way.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather not say how much time that saves.
How Bloodshot? How much time?
Take a guess.
How much you estimate?
Take a guess. Take a, come on,
If
take a
you
guess.
do it first try, it's like 2 seconds.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's cool, right?
Oh, by the way,
It's cool.
So here, running Fiend with NMG, by the way, there's supposed to be a Marauder that spawns here.
we're just standing in a spawn location and he just fails to spawn. This has been patched out, unfortunately, so we have to down patch
Fight's over
for
them.
this to work, but this is a trick we can do.
Poor Marauders. They really
ハン
don't
マーがなん
ever
か
get a
強くなっ
chance.
たっぽいですかね。
I am pretty happy about that.
Yeah. So I actually think
So
we have time
here-
for a few
Yeah,
donations.
a few donations. Yep.
All right, well, those donations have gone completely off the rails here, thanks to something in Bloodshot 9001's house. Geological, the $50 donation. Pet the cat, please. Wodan, $25. Pet the cat, $25. Pet the cat train. Next stop, Halo 2. Ben Patsu, $25. Pet the cat. Justin Halpin, $25. Pet cat, please and thank you.
I can guarantee you that my wife is next to me petting that cat, and I think she's trying to bring him over for me to pet. Yeah.
And this one's for Brian.
Okay, fans
$25 from
猫ちゃん。
Bingu. Shout out to the
Give
marble
the
with the
cat.
humming man inside.
やっぱ
Shout
猫
outs
っ
to
て
the
人
Marvel
気
with
で
the
す
screaming man
ね。
inside. Yep.
Shoutouts to Bowser for this pinky only taking a few blood sponges, right, Bowser?
I did mess that up, but like, so we just met the Stone Imp there, and that was it. They're weak to everything. I'm sorry, they're strong against everything except for Full Auto, but Full Auto is a very slow weapon mod, so we just shield bash them instead, and they're coded to instantly die to that. So whatever.
This got patched out, so unfortunately can't do it in modern patches, but we use it now.
Oh,
Keep donating to Pet the Cat, by the way.
Oh, by the way, here's another dash boost that we're gonna do to skip a couple fights.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh.
Oopsie.
Excuse me? You know what? I'm gonna take a redo on that one. That was weird.
Take a mulligan
I
on that one.
I
Yeah.
think this is a good time to explain a little bit how dash boosts work. You noticed that when he was doing that pause boosting at the end of the last level that we were at, he like walked off like an edge and then like weapon wheeled down to what? Sorry, weapon wheeled off the edge. This is because dash boosting, the geometry you need for dash boosting is any slope that leads up into a a vertical surface, and you can achieve that actually by. You can achieve that actually with any edge. Every edge in this game is has a sloped, has kind of like a curvature over the end of it. And the way the geometry works out, you can actually dash boost stuff off the edges, and they're actually quite powerful because the slope is quite, the ramp is quite tall on edges. And that setup was discovered by me.
That's really sick. That's a cool trick.
So reloading here sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so for this checkpoint, you actually have to go somewhere else in the level to normally like trigger this fight without loading checkpoint, but because the game gives you a checkpoint, when you reload here, those flags are assumed to have been set, and so this fight will trigger.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, you skip a fight trigger and then avoid. You don't have to. You can actually go touch the trigger. It's just a little slower.
建物の中に入ったって
In
こ
Ultra
と
Nightmare,
は
that's what you would do.
チェックポイン
Because in
ト
Ultra
が
Nightmare, we can't reload.
触ってロードし直したっ
I
て
just
こ
want
と
to
か
say,
な。
Bloodshot, I saw somebody in chat say I subbed because of that skip. So your skilled gameplay is literally driving subscriptions right now. So well done.
Well, I appreciate that, whoever that was. Thank you very much.
By the way, if you have Amazon Prime, did you know that you can subscribe with Amazon Prime?
What's that?
For free!
Yes, indeed. I was
crazy.
shocked too when I discovered this fact.
And did you know that the revenue from that subscription after taxes goes directly to Doctors Without Borders? So you can
What a
literally.
great deal.
Wow.
Oh, there he is. Jeez, that would have been bad. It was bad.
There we go.
That's actually
You are
annoying.
cursed. Just like that tag 1 run.
The only way to uncurse him is to get an Amazon Prime subscription.
So that's a new enemy in. So that's a new enemy in Tag 2, and you can only kill him after he touches you, by blood punching him. So he had to go over there and charge up a blood punch, just to do that. He's really annoying. He just missed killing him early on, and he was just unfortunate there.
Yeah, I was trying to look for him, and then by the time he appeared, he nothing personneled me.
I think we actually have time for a few more donations.
そういや、これ
All right, we're getting
NMG
a
なんですもん
mixture
ね。
now. $25 from Neon. I was told that the cat
メ
is
ジャー
getting
グリッ
pets.
チは何をやるんだ。
Also, some people not focused on the cat.
結構悪いことしてそうですけど、使用の範囲内でできることでやってんのかな。
and $10 or 10 times that to get to 1 million and Halo 2. Thank you for the $50 there, Hawk. Foodie per second donated $10. Rip and Tear. How about you pet and care the kitty? Nice one. $25 from Silvartis, who's apparently, completely watching the wrong stream, donating towards the Pet the Cat any % run. I'm pretty sure that's not the official category here, but I'll go with it. Thank you.
So we are now at the final level of the video game. We're going to be doing some basic movement, and we're going to start a fight. A lot of things with this fight. We're kind of forced to do it, and there's going to be some setup to do a cool little BFG here. We've been trying a lot to get it, and hopefully we actually get it live. It's actually kind of a tricky BFG. The weird thing about Doom Hunter sleds is that they actually break.
サブスクをするっていうのは
I'm gonna hold that thought for a second.
Just a miss.
とてもやりやすい入り口ではあるから。
Wow! That ends up
韓国
he
共通なん
spawns
で
just
す
as you
ね。
kill the last thing that needs to die, basically, and it lets you BFG him out of the sled right away.
That's galactic brain.
That doesn't save like any time because you can kill the sled very quickly, as you just saw. But it's very nice when it happens.
I mean, if it doesn't look cool as hell, yeah. that was wicked.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a little bit weird.
It's a little bit scary, if you ask me.
Oh, I forgot a BFG. Where did I forget? There.
Get health, I beg you.
Please, Bloodshot.
I think you're. Oh no, I got everything. Cool.
すごいうめいてますね。
There we go.
僕の声じゃないですよ。
Why do you do this to us?
Why not?
Why do you do this to yourself?
Okay.
He hasn't played Ultra Nightmare enough. He's not
来
scarred.
ましたね。
That's fair. I have not played Ultra Nightmare enough.
スタレーションエンカウンター。
I actually think we have time for a couple donations.
I'm gonna need a couple donations to calm down.
Right on. Okay. Yeah. Just so you know, there are more members of the $25 train. To pet that cat, Addy, pet the cat, $25. Thank you, Viz. Here's $25 for petting the cat. Thank you to Viz. Also,
shout out to Viz.
Slickify, $25. Pet the cat until it is done. So great.
So we just yeet hooked into to skip a fight trigger, or to skip a fight, and then we just went back to hit the fight trigger to start the next area, so we can actually proceed. Sorry, carry on. Just a quick explanation.
Sure. Here's a donation of $500 from Speevy, loving the Doom Eternal runs and all the other great games so far. Also, give me Halo 2 or I go boo-hoo, frowny face. I hope we can make it. I'm sure we will with, yeah.
So,
Here's a big
here's
boy.
probably the biggest trick in the DLC.
Oh boy.
Yeet?
あ、外に出ました。
Yeet? Here comes. Oh my god, he keeps going.
There we go.
There you go. That's called the
Yeah,
that's called the
okay.
Fortnite Eat, and we promise it's inbounds.
God, I forgot that was the name of it.
You didn't pick a name, so there you go. The other
right.
person who found it at the same time will pick the name.
I would imagine that you're not actually going out of bounds, but everything else is just loading in.
Yes.
Kind of like behind you. Okay.
Kinda. Basically, like when you're in certain spots of the game, like the geometry, like the visuals don't load. They don't draw. Now here's the thing. The reason why that's not a qualifier for being out of bounds is because you can oftentimes get that through regular gameplay.
Yeah,
So it's
there
hard
is.
for us.
Yeah, Terrace Nabad in particular, if you jump up into the ceiling, the area below you despawns, and sometimes it just won't even like come back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So we reload there to just for enemy cap once again.
This environment is sick, by the way. Like I don't know what's going on with the story, but like the war going on in the background and the lasers and everything. What a set piece.
wait until you see the final boss with the story how it is.
なるほど、なるほど。
Skipping the
Don't worry
cutscene.
about it.
そうですよね。
Gotta slow down a little bit.
That can be a little bit scary when he jumps into you like that, so you have to like pull out the shield.
フラグとかぐちゃぐちゃになってフリーズしちゃった
Oh,
ら
shoutouts
元
by the
も
way
子も
to
ない
the
です
energy
からね
shield. If you're struggling in this game, if you're playing and you're really trying to finish Ultra Nightmare, the energy shield is your best friend.
Yeah,
Goodness.
I have noticed that. You bust that out quite a lot, and it seems like it just like negates all damage coming
yeah,
into you,
it's
or
got
what's the
very
deal with that?
So the Doomslayer has 350 HP. The energy shield has 600.
And
Yeah.
so if you just have it out, it just absorbs.
Yeah. It loses HP at 100 HP per second, but sometimes it's just better to like pull out the energy shield rather than like to switch runes to save yourself.
Nice.
Like there's a rune that you can use to save yourself, but energy shield is oftentimes just better than like
Wow.
yeah the first thing you want to do. It is just that powerful for Ultra Nightmare.
Quite strong.
Oh, there he is.
And it wasn't used for such a long time too.
Yeah.
We didn't really realize that.
Spawn limits are a little bit weird right now, so I'm not sure.
Are you trying to set for a BFG, or?
I am.
Yes.
I have no idea where the guy below me is, so I'm just gonna go for it. Whatever.
So
There
the-
he is.
Leave.
So a lot of the guys,
Nice.
a lot of the guys that we just that were there before we like when we entered a portal and we entered this area, there were a lot of enemies before that. They actually don't despawn. So this is one of those instances where like just regular gameplay can actually mess you up and actually cause problems.
There's an Arachnotron alive somewhere. How? Probably because spawn limits, actually.
Yeah, probably spawn later. So we're gonna get to the final boss pretty soon. Do you think it would be a good time for a few final more donations?
I think that'd be
Nay.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you didn't ask me because I always think it's a good time. $50 from Gnaw. Such masterful cat petting skills. Wow. I mean, meow. $250 here from A2. Loving the Doom runs. Also, let's hit
Meow.
1 million and get that Halo run. Thank you, A2. And $25 here from Max. Rip and tear until
なんか
it is
急に
done.
入りましたね。
$100 here from Anonymous. 20 tickets to the $5 train, please. Thank you, Anonymous. Captain Rock QC with $25. Pet the cat any percent.
Boo.
I love it.
So what
Golf
happened
clap
there?
on that one.
So what happened there was you're supposed to fight 20 stone imps, but stone imps are very slow and annoying. So if you destroy all of them with the destroyer blade at one time, the game says, "Oh, all of the enemies that are supposed to die are dead," and therefore
The
the
Dark Lord.
We're not the final boss. Basically,
Whoa.
it's a
Yeah.
giant marauder, which we have to parry and then use this hammer that we picked up to stun him so we can do more damage to him.
What is this
It's-
boss?
ラスボスで
This
す。
boss
なるほどなるほ
is
ど。
Don't worry
終
about
わりそうですか
you'll
Like,
see it.
is this is this Satan? It says Dark
Yeah.
Lord.
He's
Kinda.
Voldemort, he's God, and he's the devil.
上に出ている5個のバーが
So I am gonna try to set something up
体
here.
力かな
So we're gonna try in one cycle here.
すげえ削れますね。シールド出てる時に攻撃
I
する
definitely
と
messed it up.
ボス体力回
I
復
can
す
get
る。
another one on
なるほど。
his health bars, but
That
So-
stun animation is too much.
So there's
Those are
actually a
really
way
good
you can
ones, yeah.
one cycle him totally, and it's actually kind of complicated. And a lot of these one cycles were once again discovered, like most things in Tag 2, by Siler and Bryo.
ターンさ
And
せ
they
て
found a
そ
way
の間に
to
殴ってる
one
感じ
cycle this
か。
boss, and the details are a little bit complicated, but basically you want to just deal a
過
certain
去
amount of damage
敵
to
を
him,
散らし
and then stop for a little bit, and then start dealing damage again, and that just kind of works out. Let's see if we can get it.
I was supposed to do PBs, I think.
ゴリゴリいきますね。
Yeah, I messed it up.
It looks hard.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
By the way, those dogs that Voldemort summons, I mean the Dark Lord summons, drop Sentinel Hammer ammo, so you want to kind of leave them out and then pick up the Sentinel Hammer ammo
I see.
later, so you don't have to...
I mean,
We
the
are going to
scenery
be
is
coming up
amazing.
on final
さあ、バーも残り
final
2
time
つ
here
です。
soon.
Yeah.
If just to get it out of the way, because this fight is basically almost done. If you guys
ワ
have
ンちゃん
shouts,
湧いてきましたね。
feel free to talk over this.
Bruno, you want to start?
Oh sure. Yeah. I mean, I just really appreciate being here. Like, oh,
おっと
Well, I was saying, I really appreciate being here. I've had like a really,
やってしまっ
really
た。
nice time just hanging out with y'all and like just having casual fireside chats while
あ、ここ
Bud
からか。
absolutely like tears this game apart. Like this
さ
has
す
been
がに
really,
な。
really fun. So, yeah, I'm
力
always
やり
happy
直
to
し
be
は
a
き
part
つ
of
いな
things
と
like
思ったけ
this.
ど。
So thank you. Yeah, that's all I got.
とはい
I
え、
just
な
want
か
to
な
say
か
thank you, Bruno, for saying thank you.
このフェーズは間合いを詰めさせてくれないです
we
ね。
love you.
Oh,
Thank you for
I love
joining
you
us.
too. Yeah.
What is this boss doing?
2回目。
Being this boss. As you can
Yeah.
tell, we're
Did
not
you-
particularly fond of this boss. And then we'll leave it at
telling you to
that.
pet the cat.
It's very RNG in
Yes.
not a good way.
Yeah, we just have to wait for him to turn green before we can actually, fight him. So, I just want to shout out Bowser once again. I want to
Yeah.
thank GDQ for having us. Really
あ、入っ
appreciate it.
た。
I want to shout out Chad. You guys
半
were great.
分以上削って、
Thank you.
もう1セットかな。
I want to shout out Bloodshot's other brother that didn't donate. And it's really it. Yeah, my mom.
Wow.
Hi, mom. Love you. And the cat, because he needs to be pet.
So we're just waiting for him to turn green. Oh, and by the way, when he hits
中身
you,
は闇の王です
he
が、
heals. So
主人公
very,
と
very
そっくり
Looks
です。
like this looks like a very tough fight.
おー、
It's more annoying than it is
回せ
tough,
ぶりな。
which
I see.
is
さあ、
not
最後の
fun,
バ
but
Yeah. Especially in a
ー。
marathon
EST
setting,
残り
you
1
just-
分だがどうだ。
you may cut him to the record.
I probably need to let you know that we received a donation here from
いい
Anonymous
削れ方言って
in the
る。
amount of $10,000
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
with the comment, please pet cat. P.S.
Okay.
Oh my
Not
God.
from cat. I don't know what else to say, but I had to let you know.
Bloodshot,
yeah,
pet
thank
the
you,
cat.
Anonymous. I kind of have to. If
Yeah,
this
a
guy would
little,
turn
little
green.
preoccupied right now,
Kind
I
of
guess.
smashed
But
it, that's
I mean,
fine.
when the time comes, those pets are coming.
And time.
持ってったー。おー、見事に
Wait,
Ooh.
ASP 内で
So,
クリアで
for
した。
those who didn't watch the ending of
Okay.
Tag 1, this is, to quote the game, you in their world. And I'm just going to let this cutscene play out because it's a cool cutscene.
見事なプレイでした。
what the hell?
Tell me, have you nothing to say to your creator
Looks like you.
before you strike him down?
I am extremely confused.
本当にそっくりですね。
Oh my god.
Nah,
So,
fam, I don't got
That makes
stuff
me
to
giggle
say.
like a schoolgirl.
I did have some shout outs to do, but instead of actually shouting them out, what I did, and I'll have to wait for this little cutscene part to go through. There's a popular modder named Proda who did a lot of cool modding for this game that really kept the game alive, and I asked him to do us a favor, and here you go.
Whoa.
These are the credits.
Oh!
God gamer.
Document it.
Hey, there you go.
Oh!
すごっ。
Okay.
Oh!
Alright.
なんて申し込んでやがる。
A lot of cool people put this run together. I always say that that all the runs are not one person. It's an entire community that that comes together for it.
Heartless Ranch meta!
I hope Meta
This is
appreciates
so
that joke.
cool.
And
You put Bezos
as
in
it
there.
says,
Big thanks to
as it says,
GDQ
big,
for
huge thanks
hosting
to
the
everybody who's
event.
watching and donating.
With those donations.
And also, you should read Worm.
これ、クレジット奏者さん自作したんか
Wow,
な。
special, dude.
すごいな。
Big thanks to everybody, like everybody in the credits, everybody who I didn't get to mention in the credits. There's so many people, and it's been an honor to do this again. This is very fun, so I'm glad I could share this with everybody.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jeez.
Thank you. ということで、ここまで Doom Retro の Ancient Gods 2、奏者は Bloodshot、
$100 donation here
$90.01 な
from
のか、
Bodo Lawyer says,
9001 なのか。
entrails are red. That cat was cute. Bloodshot
ありがとうございました。
9001 is too long of a name
さ
to
あ、
end this
ということ
haiku.
で、
Wait, was
こ
that
こま
even
で
the
ご覧い
start
ただき
of
ま
a
してありがとう
haiku?
ご
I'm
ざい
sorry.
ます。引き
Continuing
続
to
き
comment,
お
much
楽しみ
love
くだ
from
さい。
France
一旦
for
失
this
礼し
awesome
ま
run
す。
and incredible couch. Thank you for that donation. Also have one more here following up on a theme there that developed $500 from Bloodshot's cat. Hey man, thanks for petting me. Hope your Doom run's going all right and stuff. Meow and whatnot. I'm gonna go scratch up your stuff now or maybe take a nap. Purr and tear. MWM Interactive, a publisher of beautiful and inventive games from incredible indie devs around the world, presents Stonefly. Glide your mech through tree canopies, marshes, and prickly briars in this stunning action RPG from award-winning Flight School Studio, creators of Creature in the Well. Go on